Today I have exercises to target the mummy tummy, a common frustration amongst many women after having a baby. By the end of this video, you'll have 10 of my best postnatal exercises to tighten, tone and flatten your tummy after pregnancy. And if you have an abdominal separation or you had a C-section birth, these exercises are completely safe and suitable for you too. And subscribe to my channel for more exercises created specifically for mums after birth and beyond. And be sure to hit the bell to be notified of my new video releases every Tuesday. I'm Vicky Waugh, founder of Bump and Beyond, and these are the very exercises my clients have followed to flatten the mummy tummy, fix a diastasis recti, and lose inches off their waists. So let's get started. You'll need a set of hand weights for some of the exercises in this routine today. You can choose 2, 3 or 5 kilograms. So we're going to begin seated onto our mat, and we're going to bring the right foot in and then just take the left leg and the left foot behind us. The heel's behind and the right heel's just in front. We're just going to start with a quick dynamic stretch to open out the hips before we begin the tummy exercises. So you'll come into this position and you might find that your left glute is kind of lifted up a little bit. That's okay. You're just going to breathe in, and then as you breathe out through your mouth, just kind of create some space, create some release to try and just sink that glute into the floor. Now from here, we're going to place our left hand onto the outside of the right knee here, or the right thigh, and then just take the right hand down to the floor and just turn around towards your right, just opening out the core, drawing in the belly button, feeling a stretch down through the side of your back here. It's a really lovely one to start with, and then breathe in. We're going to just take it across to the left and then come around towards the right, feeling that stretch down through the outside of your back or through here. Breathing in, breathing out. And then one more time. So turning around to the right, keeping your right foot here just in front, and then back to the center. Now we're going to take both soles of the feet together to do the hip rock. Just place your hands around your feet or around your ankles here or onto your shins, and just make sure you're sitting really tall. So just find your sit bones, wiggle around a little bit, and these are the bones just right in the middle part of your glutes, your bottom. Sit really tall, so you're lifting the crown of your head up towards the ceiling, and then just gently rock from side to side, and you feel a really gorgeous stretch just in your hip flexors to open out the hips before we begin the actual main exercises. And these are so important to do, so stay with me on this short dynamic stretch sequence here before we begin. And we'll release tension in the hips so that you don't feel your hips overwork during the tummy exercises. Okay, so 2 more rocks, or 1 more. Good, and then just rest. So now we'll just take the left heel in front of us, take the right heel and the right foot behind. Again, you'll probably find that your right glute is coming up off the floor, so just take a deep breath in, and then as you breathe out, just kind of let everything go, release, and in time, that bottom muscle will gradually begin to come down to the floor as you create space in the body and stretch and release tension. So we're going to place the right hand just onto the outside of the left knee here. Place the left hand onto the floor, turn around towards your left, look over your left shoulder, feel that stretch through the hip and through the lower back. And then breathe in, come back to the center, and then take it across to the side again. Breathing in, breathing out. Just creating space all through your core, through your deeper abdominals. And then breathing in, turn towards the right and take the hand back onto the outside of the knee. Place the left hand to the floor, look over your left shoulder. Feel that stretch. release, and then bring the soles of the feet back together again. Remember to sit really tall here. Push forwards from the hips, relax your shoulders, relax your chest, and then taking hold of your feet or your ankles or your shins, just gently rock side to side to open out the hips. So be conscious of your body position here. Just allow those shoulders to melt down and lift the crown of your head up. And release. Excellent. So we're going to begin with our first exercise. You don't need the weights for this one. You're going to lie down onto our back. Now, if you have an abdominal separation or diastasis recti, be careful here. You want to log roll down. So you want to come onto your side first and then log roll over. Lie onto our backs. Feet are flat to the floor, knees are bent, arms by your sides. From here, lift your right foot off the floor, flex the foot, bring the knee towards the chest, and then breathe in, breathe out, extend the leg away, keeping the foot off the floor and pushing through your heel. Now here, I'd like you to just zip up an imaginary pair of trousers or jeans, all right, and scooping down your belly button to create tension in these lower abdominals. Breathe in, bring the knee towards the chest. And again, breathing out, scooping down the belly button, creating tension, zipping up the pair of jeans, and then breathing in, knee to chest. Now try and keep your lower back completely flush to the floor during this exercise. And just really work on bringing the belly button down, creating tension in the lower abdominals, extending the leg away through the heel, keeping the arms down by your sides, shoulders into the floor. 2 more. 1 more. Excellent. And then place the foot on the floor. We'll do the other side. So lift the left foot up, extend the leg away, breathing out, creating tension, breathing in, knee to chest. So zip up those jeans as you extend the leg away from you, bringing the knee to the chest. Now remember to keep your shoulders really relaxed. Head is on the floor, arms just by your sides. Really connecting and engaging to these deep abdominal muscles. We're doing 3 more. 2 more, relax the ribs. 1 more. And then place the foot back on the floor. Brilliant. So we're going to now add an arm movement to that. We're going to lift the knee towards the chest, lift the foot off the floor. Take your left arm over your head as you extend the right leg away, and then breathe in, arm to side, knee to chest. Breathing out, breathing in. Now remember to zip up, scoop the belly button down, and keep your lower back flush into the mat or the floor underneath you. This is all about the breathing, getting the breath timed correctly with the right part of the exercise. And really creating tension again in that deep innermost muscle, which is called the transverse abdominis muscle. That's the one we're most concerned with to really get strength and tone. All right, not just the 6-pack muscles here. We want to work from the inside out first of all to really help flatten the tummy. 1 more. And take the foot and the arm down by your sides. And then lift the other foot up, flex the foot. As you extend the leg, take the arm over the head. So extending that left leg, reaching the right arm over the head onto the floor. Scooping out the belly button as you breathe out, breathing in, knee to chest. So remember to keep that lower back flush into the floor. The ribs are down and relaxed. You almost want to bring your upper ribs down towards your lower ribs. 2 more. Excellent. 1 more. And place the arm down by your side and the foot back onto the floor. So rolling over, we're going to come into the obliques oblique crunch, I call it this time. So we're going to take this right arm straight down onto the floor, just pointing it away from you. Bend both knees and bring the knees up slightly towards the chest. Feet up behind you, one foot on top of the other. Place this hand, your left hand, just onto your hip here, keeping the head down. We're going to just, oh, my bad, we're going to take this hand by the ear. All right, and then what we're going to do is just lift up, resting onto your forearm, pushing into your forearm, taking your elbow towards your hip, and then coming straight back down. Breathing out and breathing in. Now, it's really important you keep your head back on this one. Try not to push your head forward. And just feel, okay, that tension in the side of the waist. You're breathing out here, breathing in as you lower. Breathing out as you lift, taking the elbow towards the hip, breathing in as you lower. Now, again, really like you to fully engage your deep abdominal muscles. So breathing out, breathing the belly button in, feeling and engaging deep innermost muscle. So you got this, coming right up onto your forearm, pressing the hand and the forearm into the floor as you lift. And you'll notice the difference if you do that. You'll really feel the muscles of the side of your waist, there, the obliques, really switching on. 2 more. 1 more. Now we're going to hold this up. We're just going to pulse. All right, tiny movements. You're lifted. Your head is back. Relax your shoulders. And you're just pulsing. All right, just little small movements. Up and down. Staying lifted. You can do this. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. And then gradually lower to the floor. Well done. Okay, let's switch sides. And you can always double the mat over if you wish, just to give yourself a little bit more protection underneath the forearm. So, again, we're lying down with your arms straight out in front of you here. Knees are bent, bring the knees up. 1 foot on top of the other, and then the hand goes just to the side of the ear here. So, we're bringing the elbow towards the hip as we lift the side of the waist up, and then lower back down. Coming up onto your forearm, and then lower back down. Breathing out and then breathing in as you lower. So remember, you're on your side, but you still got to engage that deep abdominal muscle. All right, so as you're breathing out and lifting, you bring your belly button in. Try not to pull too much on your neck or with your head. Just make sure these muscles here are the ones that are powering this move. Keep going, you're doing great. So we're really toning the side of the waist with this exercise. 4 more. Relaxing the shoulders. 2 more, making sure you're not rolling back at the hip, but keeping this hip pointing up. 1 more. Now let's stay here and pulse. So we're pulsing up and down. Relax your shoulder, just make sure your shoulder's not taking too much strain. And we've got a few more pulses here. Bringing the belly button in. 4 more. 3, 2, 1 more. And lower to the floor. Excellent, well done. Okay, on for the next exercise. We're going to take a seat with this one. We're going to take our weights. 1 weight in each hand. All right, so make sure you're sat really tall. So right on those sit bones, bringing the hips forwards and the shoulders are relaxed. Take the arms and the hands so they're just above the shoulders here. So you're going to breathe out and bring the belly button in as you raise your arms above the head into a shoulder press. And then as you breathe in, just bring the elbows right down by your ribs, a little lower, just behind you. So breathing out, push up, breathing in. So I love this move because it really, again, teaches you how to switch on that deep innermost muscle again. All right, which kind of switches off a little during the last stages of pregnancy and after you've had the baby. And we want to bring that muscle back, bring the muscle memory back. So remember to breathe out as you bring the arms up above the head, breathing in as you lower. This is also great for toning up your arms and the whole of your upper body too. And also on a practical level, when you're lifting babies, all right, or small children, you need your arms to be strong to do that. All right, so as your baby gets older, they'll be growing, all right, and getting heavier to lift. Keep it going. 2 more. Good, 1 more. And rest. All right, so we're going to do 1 more set. So taking the hands just above the shoulders, wrists are facing away from you. Breathe in just to prepare, relax the tummy muscles, and then breathe out. Take the arms above the head, breathing in, relax. Breathing out, breathing in. So as you breathe out and take the arms above the head, draw that belly button in. Imagine you're just zipping up a pair of jeans, lifting up the pelvic floor muscle as well, and bringing the elbows right down with strength to your side. So breathing out, breathing in. 4 more. 2 more. 1 more. And take the arms down by your sides, weights down by your sides. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to come onto our knees. Creating space just in between your knees. You want your knees about hip width apart. Big toes are together here. So I'm going to take hold of those hand weights again. And from here, we're just going to keep the hand weights down by our sides. All right, and just look straight ahead, relaxing your shoulders. We're going to hinge back from the knee, okay, bringing the body back, but keeping your bottom off your heels. So you'd want to avoid doing that. You're pushing your hips forwards. Now, as you do this, you're breathing out, and you want to zip up again the pair of jeans, imaginary pair of jeans, and then breathing in, coming forward. So breathing out, as you hinge back, breathing in, coming forward. So again, really engaging the deep transverse abdominis muscle along with your pelvic floor muscle too. Okay, and by engaging and activating those 2 muscles together, really helps strengthen the pelvic floor and flatten and tone the tummy. All right, now we can add a progression to this. We're going to lift the arms up, shoulder height, and then turn the wrists, bring them in by your side. So lifting the arms up, wrists are facing down, and then turn the wrists into your side. Breathing out, breathing in. So keep the big toes together. Keep your lower back fairly flat. Okay, you will have a natural arch, but you want to avoid completely arching your lower back. Breathing out, out, out as you hinge back. Breathing in as you come back up. So really focusing on the stomach muscles. You'll also feel a stretch through your front thigh. All right, so if you really feel it through your front thigh, it's just a little indication that those front thighs, those quadriceps are tight. All right, so do think about stretching those through, stretching those out. Good, 2 more. Lifting the arms up level with your shoulders, turning the wrists in. 1 more, let's go. And rest it down, good. So over to you before we do the next exercises. I want you to let me know in the comments box below which exercise is making you feel your tummy muscles engage and activate the most. So comment below this video. So we're going back to the hinge backs. Knees spaced, big toes together. This time we're going to add a rotation. So as we hinge back, we're going to come across to the right and then bring the arms back in and then hinge back across towards the left. Still raising the arms up and then turning the wrists in. So the beauty of this one is we're now toning and strengthening the sides of the waist. So the obliques. Great one, okay? And just remember that you're breathing out as you hinge back, performing that zipping action. Strong arms. You can slightly bend the elbows here. You'll also, as I said, feel it a little bit through the front of the thighs. That's okay. One more each side. Breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out again. And breathing in. Well done. Okay, so we're going to take the weights down. We're going to lie down, right down onto the tummy and extend your arms, okay? So your arms are by your ears. Take your head down, keep your legs straight and together, squeeze the inner thighs together. So from here, we're going to lift the legs up, trying to get the thighs off the floor. And then we're going to do the swimmers. So one arm up, the other arm up, just flutter the arms and flutter the legs. Just let it go. Keeping the head down, try not to lift the head up too far. And this one is just great exercise to work all the muscles of your lower back. It's really important to do that. Okay, they're all part of your core. Okay, so strengthening the lower back is really important for everyone, not just mums. All right, we do need strong backs to perform the lifting and the carrying, the feeding of babies. All right, and small children. So really, really important. You don't want to be putting your back out in just everyday movements like loading the dishwasher. For example, you want a strong back. All right, so this one is a great one because you'll also feel it in your bottom muscles too, right? So keeping the head down, just fluttering the arms up and down and the legs. 4 more. 1 more, and then place the hands onto the floor. Excellent, so we're going to bring our bodies up, coming onto all fours. Spread the fingers, push into the heels of the hands and the fingers. And just taking your hips over your knees and then flatten your back. So your back wants to be flat. All right, so from here, really get your body weight into the hands. All right, make sure your shoulders are in line with your wrists. Tuck your toes under. Breathe in, allow your tummy to relax. And then as you breathe out, lift the knees just slightly, about 1 inch, maybe, 4 centimeters. And then lift up, 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 and then breathing in and lower. So you breathe up, breathing out, breathe in and lower. So time the breath with the lift. So breathing out, breathing in and lower. Shoulders away from your ears. Just rotate the elbows out slightly, and that keeps your shoulders away from your ears. And again, tucking the toes under, keeping the hips above the knees. Inhale and lower. Exhale. Lower back is flat. Really conscious, mindful of those shoulders. Try not to allow them to come up to your ears. And again. A couple more. 1 more. Inhale and lower back down. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to come back onto our knees and take the hand weights again. So in fact, you just need 1 hand weight for this next exercise. So you want space between the knees, about hip width apart. Big toes are together. And then we'll place both hands around the center of the dumbbell. Take the arms just above your right shoulder, extending the arms. And then breathe in, breathe out, turn towards your left, bringing the arms down towards the left hip, keep the chest lifted. Breathing in, taking the arms up above the right shoulder again. Breathing out, breathing in. So you have a movement through the waist. You'll feel those muscles. We're strengthening, toning the side of the waist, the obliques again. Breathing out, breathing in. Breathing out, breathing in. It's a great one. You're just coming across the body, back up. 4 more. 2 more. 1 more. Good. Now we change sides. So just bringing the arms across above the left shoulder this time. Bring the weight down across the body. Breathing out and then breathing in as you take the arms up above your shoulder. Turning through the waist. Staying on your knees. Remember, if your knees are a little weak or feel a little fragile, you can just pop a cushion underneath your knees. Just make it a little bit more comfortable. So you're breathing out as you bring the weight down across your body, breathing in as you take the arms back up above the shoulder. 2 more. Excellent, 1 more. Good, and then release. So now we're coming down onto our backs. Again, come down safely, especially if you have diastasis recti, onto your side and then a roll over. Take the soles of your feet together, allow the knees to just fall out to the side. Now here we want to get the lower back flush into the mat, into the floor, and then just take your hands by your ears here or to the side of your head. Breathing in, just allow the tummy to rise slightly, no need to push it up. And then as you breathe out, scoop your belly button down, zip up and lift the head and the shoulders up. Now there's no need to push your chin or strain this or push your head forwards. All right, try not to cheat this movement. Just keep the head really heavy here if you want to. You can just take the hands behind the back of the head to keep the head heavy and then breathe in and lower down. Then bring the knees together, feet flat to the floor, and then roll up, taking your tailbone away and up. Squeeze your bottom muscles and lift the hips up towards the ceiling. And then lower, back down, spine by spine, lower spine, then the tailbone. Take the knees apart, big soles of the feet together, and then lifting up, scooping out the belly button. Breathing in lower, knees together, feet flat, roll up to lift the hips and squeeze the bottom. This is a great one for the bottom as well as the entire core. And then roll down, spine, part of the spine by part of the spine. And then soles of the feet together, knees out to the side. Head lift, lower, knees together, rolling up. Squeeze those glutes, come right up onto the shoulders. And then inhale, lower back down. Knees out, soles of the feet together. Butterfly crunch, engages the pelvic floor. And then knees together, soles of the feet onto the floor. Roll up, roll up, roll up. Onto the shoulders. Inhale, roll down slowly. Soles of the feet together, knees out. Breathing out, engage those deep abdominal muscles. And then knees together, feet flat, rolling up into the hip bridge and lower. So we have 4 more of these. Stay with the sequence. Scooping out. One more. Squeeze those glutes, lift, 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 hold it here. And then take your arms by your sides. Keep those hips lifted. I'm going to squeeze those bottom muscles because it's all, in my opinion, part of your core. You need strong bottom muscles as well to be able to fire up in the right connected change and fire up when you're walking around pushing the buggy. And then I'm pulsing up and down, up and down. All right, small movements. Pushing into your triceps, into your hands. Breathing out as you lift and lower. So breathing out on every small lift. 4 more. Woo, feel those bottom muscles really wake up. 2 more. 1 more. And then gradually lower down to the floor. Excellent. Alrighty, so from here, we're going to take the right leg up off the floor, then the left leg. So I'm going to show you 2 variations here. We're going to circle the leg. So we're going to take the feet away, draw a circle, slightly lower the legs, and then bring the legs back up to vertical. So you slightly lower the legs as you draw a circle. You can make the circle small, or you can make the circle a little bigger to have a little bit more engagement. Now this one focuses on not only your deep core muscles, but also the inner thighs. Now if you want to make it more challenging and you're a little bit more advanced with your core exercises, then take the circle wider and lower the legs. Okay, make sure the entire time your lower back is flush to the floor. All right, so we don't want any popping up or any doning or any coning, all right, across the belly here. That just means you haven't quite got, all right, the ability to create that tension yet. So if that is happening, just make sure you stop, pause, okay, and then just make the circle a little smaller, keep the legs a little more vertical, all right? Otherwise, if you can scoop out the tummy, get that tension, all right, you can lower the legs further towards the floor. So feel those inner thigh muscles wake up, working with the pelvic floor and the transverse abdominis. 4 more. Whew. 3. 2 more. 1 more. And hug your knees to your chest. Oh, well done. All right, let's just stretch. Let's roll the shoulders into the mat or the floor. Take your hands over your shins here, and let's massage the lower back by just drawing small circles with your knees, bringing your knees towards your chest and back round in one direction, and then take it around in the opposite direction. And then just place the feet onto the floor, roll over onto your side, come up to a seated position. Thank you so much for spending your time and your energy with me today. And if you want to truly flatten, tone, and tighten your tummy muscles after having a baby, then book your free discovery call with me to find out more about my Transform Your Tummy After Baby 8-week online action program. The link to get in touch is in the description below this video, so book your free discovery call today. And join my free community of like-minded mums around the world, all doing these exercises with you, and get my further tips and advice for how to get your tummy muscles back together and strong, and also have a fit and healthy motherhood, so you can be a happy, healthy mum. The link to join my community is in the description below this video. And comment below this video and let me know what other muscles or body parts you'd like to work, so I know how to help you best. If you like this video, then be sure to give it the thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel for more exercises for mums after birth and beyond. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.